Not gonna lie, felt pretty good beating that second boss. But I already know that we've got all the bronze stuff that we can possibly have at this point, fully upgraded. We're gonna have to get into the swamp and find out what new resources are there. So we hopped in our boat and we sailed to the nearest swamp type area. I'm not gonna lie to you, this was kind of intimidating. It kept getting a little bit darker as I got closer to the shore. But we're ready for this. And just literal seconds after I landed in the swamp, this giant thing appears. It's called an abomination, and they are tough. And I think it's pretty big, but I don't even realize how big it is. But I know it's attacking my boat, and I cannot be stuck in the swamp. I don't have a base or a portal or anything down yet. So I go ahead and try to get his attention and realize this thing's even bigger than I thought. Time to run. With that thing still hot on my tail, I ducked into one of these sunken crypts. Turns out that's what the swamp key is used for. I bet there's some real good stuff in here. And man, oh man, was I right about how much good stuff was in these. The first thing I run into are these muddy scrap piles. Inside of those is scrap iron. Now I know we got a way to make new weapons and new gear. There's also these rooms that are just full of enemies. This is like a 4-way Draugr fight. I'm pretty sure I'm gonna die here, but somehow my gear holds up. A word to the wise, make sure you're checking for these body piles. These are the actual spawners, you gotta take those out. In yet another muddy scrap pile, I found this withered bone. I don't know what to do with it yet, but I'm pretty sure it's gonna be important. Also in these things are tons of loot crates, way more iron, some chain, lots of useful stuff. And even though I had found the new metal for this region, I knew we had to explore the swamp itself. I'm sure there's tons more resources out there as well as more enemies. I quickly found out that these trees in the region drop ancient bark. This is going to allow me to build a bunch of new things, including a new boat. Also be very careful when you're in the water. These are leeches. They drop blood bags. They're not real tough, but they are kind of annoying. In this dilapidated old stone building, I found something I was really looking for. This is the Boss 3 marker. This is going to give me Bone Mass's location. Now we know where he hides. After taking a look at some of these recipes for some of the new weapons and armor, I realized that it's not as complicated as it was in the Black Forest, where we had to build a bunch of different places and get tin and copper. Here you only have to have iron, but it takes way more iron to make one thing, which means we need more bases, which means I need more portals. I guess it's time we probably make this a teensy little portal hub. So that's exactly what I did, featuring 2 floors, 30 portals, and a gazebo. This thing has it all. I have no need to build anything else going forward when it comes to connecting my bases. I've got a place where I can get back to our Meadows base. I can get to the trader. Hell, I even have a portal just to get to the top floor. But most importantly, I can get to each one of the boss fights when we find it, build there, connect the portal, and we're good. I absolutely adore this. Are the things here I shouldn't have? Yeah, but I'm okay with that because it looks beautiful. I was even able to build a brand new bigger boat. But this one's a little bit different because it comes with storage. Now it's going to make it that much easier to get back and forth where I need to go. And now I felt pretty confident that we could go ahead and sail out to that boss spawner location and build the base that was going to help us attack Boss 3 coming up. What is up, everybody? Jason, aka Jester, and today I'm going to show you my brand new Valheim Swamp Crib. There won't be a gotcha moment on this one, boys and girls. I'm pretty proud of this build. It all came together really, really nice. I can't wait to show you through the entire home. Featuring 4 separate floors. I put this together with the intention of this being the mega base we need to take on Boss 3, Bone Mass. It has all the creature comforts as well as everything new that we could possibly build. Floor 1 features 2 smelters, a forge as maxed out as we can possibly get, and now with the new materials I was able to create this stone cutter which let me make this entire floor in stone. I know it's a square, but we're learning. Floor 2 is basically just an area to get back up to floor 3, but I did include it where you could shoot any baddies attacking your base. Floor 3 features everything you might need, including those new fermenters. I can't wait to figure out how to use those. And the 4th floor, well, I mean, it's really just a bedroom, but it comes with a wonderful view of everything that we've just built, as well as the ability to shoot anything that's coming at us. And in this surrounding area, I saw this little flame coming out of the ground, and I really needed to go investigate because it was making a ton of noise. This ended up being a spawner for something called a Surtling. Now, we knew there were Surtling cores before, and guess what? This is what drops them. But right there I noticed that as soon as he came in contact with the water, he died. this gave me a hell of an idea. Let's just dig the entire thing out so that when they spawn in water. This should be an automated farm for us. And that's exactly what it was. An automatic spawner. Now I have an unlimited supply of Surtling cores, and they also drop coal. Now we can build all the portals we possibly need. Look, I know I already showed you the portal base, and I've told you, continuity is a bitch. Yet another new enemy in this biome is the Wraith. These guys look pretty tough, right? So I did the only thing I could do. I took one quick pot shot, and then he hit me and I ran, because there's two of them. But due to my pure masculinity, they just up and died. And I got myself a neat little Wraith trophy. We have run into so much new stuff in this swamp area that I need a little bit of time to put it all together and get everything done before we go take on biomass. But I assure you, when next we meet, we will do our best to take him out.